Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new video here on my channel, and today we're back with two LD Systems speakers. For those of you who don't know LD Systems, I'm a big LD Systems fan for many years, and even my main PA, so my private personal PA system that I use for smaller gigs and acoustic sessions, is an LD Systems Maui 28th Generation 2 system, and I have the system for many years and I'm really impressed and happy with it. So when there was a new speaker coming out from LD Systems, I was one of the first to check it out, and these speakers really made me interested into them. So today we are here with the LD Systems ANNY 8 speakers, this time in black, and I have the basic version. That means I don't have a microphone here or any other accessories, but you can get them if you want. And the cool thing about these speakers is they are quite small. They have an 8-inch woofer and a 1-inch tweeter, but even better, they're really lightweight. These speakers only weigh 8.8 kilograms. It's almost nothing, and I can easily lift them with one hand, so that's really cool. And the best part, they have battery. And we're not talking about 1 hour of battery time. LD Systems is claiming up to 11 hours of battery time on these speakers, what is phenomenal. And we're not ending there. These speakers also have Bluetooth, they have a built-in equalizer, they have a built-in effects section for reverb, delay, and even more, they have 2 microphone preamps. They have a stereo input for different kind of media systems, for example, your phone, your laptop, and sound system, etc. And they even have a phone holder here at the top, what is really handy and really cool. But before we start, let's dive a bit into the tech features of these speakers. So as I said before, they are 8-inch woofers and 1-inch tweeters. That means they are kind of on the light and small side. What I really like about them is that you can angle them, because this makes them really interesting for me as a monitor speaker, for example, for a live setup. But this is not all. You can also just replace the batteries. The battery is not built into the speaker so that you cannot reach it. It's actually here on the back, and you can even take it out. Now comes the main question that comes with these speakers. These speakers claim that they have 80 watts of RMS. That doesn't sound so much, because you hear in all the industry, newspapers, product placements that you need to have 250 watts, 1000 watts, 2000 watts, etc. But to be honest, I really like that these speakers come with 80 watts and there's no marketing around it. And to be honest, also keep in mind that watts doesn't matter at all. These speakers are extremely powerful, and even more powerful, I would say, than other 100, 200 watt speakers that I tested, because of their structure and their power consumption. Of course, they also claim 160 watts of peak, but that doesn't really matter to us, because this peak indicator is only for like a quarter of a second that the speaker can be that loud. So 80 watts of power consumption, is it really that soft? It is definitely not. We will later check it out on an acoustic session with my amazing girl band partner, Mandy. She will come later, and we will check these speakers outside with battery. This will be really cool, but from what I was hearing when we used them over the past 2 weeks for our rehearsals as monitor speakers, these speakers are extremely powerful for being 8-inch. So let's actually turn the speaker on together. When we turn it on, right now it's on battery, we see first of all the battery indicator here at the bottom. That means the speaker is fully charged. I charged it for this recording, of course, but it's lasting very long. Also, we have the startup screen, and here is our basic menu, and in this menu we can see the level for the microphones, the sound level that goes in, the level for the second microphone for our stereo input, and then of course the main level. And as you can see, when I change it, here's nothing happening at all, but for example with the volume fader, you can see the different volumes and decibels being indicated on the speaker. I usually keep it at 0 when I use it in combination with a console. If I use it, of course, standalone, I just do my volume here. Then we have the effects end. This is not really important, but most important for us actually is the menu. So if I just click here, we get into our menu, and there we have different options for Bluetooth, audio, effects, and settings. If we start with Bluetooth, we have here our different options for TWS. This is the pairing between 2 speakers, and you don't need to have a cable and have stereo Bluetooth. It's really cool. Then we have the Bluetooth mode, and it's paired right now because it's paired to my phone. Next point is the audio, and here we have the EQ. And we have 3 band EQ. That means we have a treble, a mid, and a low frequency EQ, and we can boost and dim these frequencies manually, so we can go from up to -12 to +12 decibels, what is really handy. So we have a lot of options here, and if we go back, you have presets here, and these presets, for example, right now I have preset flat, that means no EQ, do the EQ for you. For example, if we go on vocals, we will see that we have less of the low end, or if we go onto music, we will see that we have a hi-fi curve with a lot of bass, less mids, and a lot of treble. Okay, now we have the effects section. This basically means that we have here our effects type. This goes from different plate reverbs, large reverb, small reverb, and delay to off. And then we also have here our effects sense. And that means that we send a specific level from each channel to this effects bus, and then we can have here the overall control over the effects. Last but not least, we have the settings here, and the settings basically indicate only if we have an LCD dim after some time, the brightness, contrast, and the firmware info. This is all about the speaker for right now. And I would say, let's actually test it out in action. We already see Melissa in the frame.
So hi, I'm Melissa and Noah is just holding the camera right now, and our plan for now is that we take these amazing speakers outside and we are going to play for you acoustic version of our song together.
Look what I have. Isn't that cool? These are the backpacks and they come for the speaker, also from LD Systems, and I can just take them on and go basically busking. And inside of here, we have our speaker.
So girls, if you want to make a boy happy, because look how happy he is here, just buy them an Annie 8.
What are you doing?
The camera is very heavy. Okay, give it away again.
Okay. And then we put in our microphone 1. Next microphone goes in. So channel 2. Okay, look, I show you a cheat code.
More cables?
Yeah, more cables. And this is for our guitar. But because we have only 2 inputs on the Annie, I use a little cheat code. And this is not the most best way to do it, but if you're, for example, a busking duo with 1 guitar and 2 singers, it definitely works. And we're using a cinch cable, and we use one of our cinch inputs and go in here. Because the speaker is summing everything together into mono, we can only use one, it will be on both. Yeah. And then we just use the guitar cable for the other side. Cool, no? Okay, and I would say let's actually sound check and perform. What do you think?
Okay, so I can already give it the camera?
Yes, you can.
Give it a thumbs up because I was holding it for, let's say, 3 minutes.
It has been so long that we met out of shirts are from over there. It has been so long, sun shines when the lights are kissing when the blue sky. And now I am on drink, what is wrong? Am I not as strong? Is my color wrong? Red, green, blue come together all along. Didn't take my song, I did something wrong. Tell me why. I see yellow in the blue and tell me how. It feels like what is brand new and tell me what's pulls me up when all this flows. Different souls, different roles, different souls. Down that July and let us of the light. 'Cause everything is starting small, but if you start, you make it tall. So down that July and let us of the light. Blend the colors all together. Doing what we together. Yeah.
Woo! Let's go back to the studio. And 3, 2, 1, and... Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a conclusion. We just came back from performing with them, but we also tested them for the past 2 weeks. So, what did you like about the speakers?
I really like that they are really nice for monitors because you can really hear yourself. So they have a really nice sound and it's cute.
I really also love the backpack that comes with the speakers because we can just put them on and walk there, and they're really handy for this case. And also I love the Bluetooth function. So for example, when we were jamming, or even when we have like an outside gig situation, what we were basically showing you right now, we can just play some Bluetooth music during setup instantly, so there's never silence on the gig or in between. This is a really, really cool feature.
And I really like that they are so easy to use. Like even the settings there, everything is well explained in there, so you don't need to struggle and ask your GPT for a long time.
I really love that you can angle them, so you can basically for real put them into any position, and that you can even put them on a stand. And I love that they're tiny.
Yes!
They fit into every car, you can just take them with you. And I would say for a PA system, for an acoustic duo, for example, like us, with up to, let's say, 70, 60, 80 people, for example, for a wedding, these speakers are optimal. You can just plug them in, you don't have any worries, you don't need anything big, and you make everyone happy with them.
Yeah, they're also really nice for busking. I can imagine it.
Yeah, busking is amazing, and also small DJs.
Like, oh yes, or just like imagine right now some busking band, so you can also plug there some microphone, guitar, and it will have nice sound. And even if you have a million people in front of you, they will hear.
And also keep in mind, when you have 2 speakers, you can basically make something like a split system. So use 1 speaker, for example, for 1 person, so 1 vocal, 1 guitar, and the other speaker for another person, 1 vocal or 1 guitar, if you want to have more channels without any need of a mixer. So really, really nice speakers. One negative thing, but it's nothing bad because we have Thomann, and Thomann is replacing them really quickly. One of the speakers that we got came with a not really functioning battery, but I think that's not a big deal because we easily got a return package, returned them, got a new one, and it's no problem because you have 30 days money back guarantee. So that's really, really cool. From this side, okay, this is the only negative point that I saw with these speakers, but from terms of function, terms of sound, terms of handiness,
and
look, they just win, and they're really cool to handle. So that's from our video. Thank you so much for watching. We really love talking about these speakers, and now we will use them forever because I think they're my go-to monitors for everything right now. Rehearsal, gig where we have monitors, everything. They
in every car, everything. You never know what will happen as a musician, so definitely this is your go-to go. I don't know how to say it.
just keep them in the car.
Yes.
Bye-bye.